Hey guys, my name's Chelsea, and the other day I posted a story on a UFO forum on Reddit, and it was a story, an experience that happened to me and my brother several years ago, and a lot of people actually seemed to like the story, and so I just decided that I would get on here and share. On YouTube, my favorite kinds of videos to watch are, paranormal, UFO stuff, alien stuff, cryptozoology, like true crime, stuff like that. So I figured if, I had a cool story to tell, maybe I should tell it. Okay, so what happened was several years ago, my brother, who is 4 years older than me, his name is Ian, he was home from college, and so we were spending some time together. And we decided to go to the gas station that's just up the street from us and get some snacks and some cigarettes. Because at the time, we smoked cigarettes. And so we get our snacks, and we wanted to pull into a parking spot because our mom did not know at the time that we smoked. So we pull into this parking spot that's facing the street, and we're just sitting there, we're smoking, we're eating our snacks. And I always remember that I got Yoo-hoo and hot Cheetos, which is a very weird combination. I do not recommend, but I always remember that just because it sticks out in my mind from this story. And so anytime I have hot Cheetos or Yoo-hoo now, I always think about what happened this day. And so yeah, anyways, we're just talking, and I look up in the sky and I see 5 lights, and it's the daytime, so it's, bright outside. And we actually I live about 30 minutes south of Atlanta, which is kind of close to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. And so we see planes all the time. Like, planes are constantly, going over our house and everything, but it definitely wasn't planes because they were just sitting there. Like, they were not moving, and they were in a V formation. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights in a V formation. And I said, Ian, what is that? And he looks up, and we, were just kind of perplexed, like, what are we looking at here? And then all of a sudden the top 2 lights zoom off and then zoom back really quick, and they come right back into the formation. And then the 2 middle lights zoom off and then zoom back, and so they're in the V again. And then right after that happened, all of the lights flew off in different directions, and then they never came back. And we're like, what the heck was that? Like, what the heck did we just see? And so we drove back to the house to tell our mom, and she was like, oh, it's probably, just like a weather balloon or like something like that. But it was definitely not that, okay, because planes don't do that, weather balloons don't do that. They don't stay literally put, and they're not just like bright lights, almost kind of like stars or something in the sky, and then just shoot off and then shoot right back into a, specific shape or whatever, formation, I guess. And so we were just completely confused. And my brother, Ian, he's like the kind of guy that does not believe in any of that kind of stuff. He thinks all the kind of stuff I'm into is super lame, and he definitely doesn't believe in like ghosts or aliens or anything like that. And so not even he can explain what it was. And to this day, like, he will corroborate my story because he was there, and he'll say, yeah, I mean, I guess it was UFOs because we have no idea what else it could be. And I Googled, different things that it could be. At the time, like, this was, like I said, many years ago, not 10 years ago, but, almost maybe like 7 or something. And so people, like, during that time, people around here definitely didn't have drones for, like, recreational purposes or anything like that. And so there's no way that we could have explained it. And to this day, like, I'm 100% sure that I definitely saw a UFO that day. And so since then, I've, been a believer, and I'm just grateful that I got to see that, because a lot of people that are skeptical or whatever never get to have like a cool experience, that, can kind of tell them that what they think is true, because, if you never get to see anything, you just kind of have to believe others or whatever. But since I got to see it, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know that something's out there. And, I'm really glad there is. Like, I'm glad that I know that, because I've always just been interested, and, I definitely think that there's no way that humans can be alone in the whole entire vastness of the universe. Like, that's just not possible to me. But, so yeah, I hope you guys like this story, and if you have, like, any story that's kind of like this, or, about UFOs or whatever, I'd love to hear. Or maybe you have, like, an explanation of what it could be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not UFOs. but I think it is. Definitely believe it is. And this week I also have another story that I want to tell. I have a 5-month-old little son, and so it's kind of hard to get to do anything. He's just sleeping right now. That's why I'm able to talk right now. And strangely, this other story has to do with me and my brother too, which is kind of bizarre because he actually lives pretty far away from me. And so it's just weird that both the stories that I want to tell involve my brother because we're not together often at all. But yeah, so if you want to hear that story, it's not really, it's more of like a true crime story. I'll say that. It's not paranormal or anything like that. If you want to hear that, maybe you can come and watch my channel again when I get that video posted, and let me know if you have a story like this, and I appreciate you for watching. Alright, thanks. Bye. I wanted to come and say that the reason a lot of people were asking why didn't you pull out your phone and or taking pictures or a video or anything like that, and the reason is because well, at the time my brother had an iPhone, but all I had was a like slide phone or whatever, and it first of all didn't take good pictures or videos, and second of all, this all happened in the span of like 30 seconds or something. So there was the lights, and then they went zoop, 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 and then they all scattered. And so there was like literally no time to pull out a phone or a camera and take a picture. And also we were like just wondering what it was we were looking at, and it didn't even cross either of our minds to like take a picture because, I don't know, we just didn't know what it was, and we were confused and shocked, and yeah, so that's why we didn't take a picture. And now it kind of makes sense to me. Like, a lot of people are like, well, you don't have proof, how are we supposed to believe you? And it kind of makes sense why a lot of people don't take pictures to me now, because, you know, when you're in the moment, it just doesn't really occur to you, I guess, unless you're like, you know, a vlogger or something, to like whip out your camera. Well, at least it doesn't to me. So that's why I didn't have my camera, that's why I don't have a picture. Just explaining that. Thanks for watching this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. UFOs, look at this little cutie butt. We didn't even plan that.